Is it my week? It is my week. I'm excited. I love this week. Because it's my birthday week, but also just because around this time of year, every year for a long time, this has been like a trip week for us.
Mhm.
Like this is a major time in the year for us to be going on somebody's trip. And I mean, I think of course like it probably has to do with the fact that it's my birthday, but I think also because spring break was right there and we were some
Yeah,
avid spring breakers.
man, those trips, they would they would set us because in Arizona, springtime is actually pretty nice. It's a little hot sometimes, but it's usually a nice little break from the cold and the heat, right? It's like a perfect medium.
Hmm.
So it would like set us on a nice little path. I enjoyed it. Facebook has been reminding us about all the things that I was like, oh my gosh, you remember that? So if you're listening, as you can guess, our episode today is about a walk down memory lane. We've had so many memories pop up on Facebook and even my phone because I have this little widget and it just shows me random photos and it kind of does what Facebook does, but sometimes it's no rhyme or reason and it has like pictures of us that I've taken because I never delete photos. So there's so many photos from our trips in there. So I'm excited to talk about it. And if you're a returning listener or a new listener, welcome to the Ari and Sid show. I'm Ari.
And I'm Sid. We're forever friends, and this is the shit we care about.
Yeah, on any given day, we find ourselves having conversations about meaningful shit or not so meaningful shit. And so this show is our opportunity to come together and have conversations outside of our text threads and learn from one another and spread some awareness along the way.
Yes, sir. So if you hear some shit you like or some shit that you agree with, stay connected. You want to help to make some change? Leave us a comment, leave us a review, share how you felt about this week's episode, and follow us along on social media.
Yeah, at the Ari and Sid show. It's been a fun little time. We're on episode 7 of our second season. It's now kind of like clockwork. So I think if you are a returning listener, let us know if you want to hear some other stuff that we care about, or if you want us to talk about shit that you care about. We're open. Oops, excuse me, I dropped my phone.
It is exciting because our next episode will be our first episode with a guest. So that's exciting.
Yeah. It's been a long time coming.
I know, right? So we're going to end the month out with a bang. But today that's probably why we're spending today with just taking a trip down memory lane with the two of us. And, but also because this week, of course, has so much relevance in our life.
Yeah. If you don't know, and Sydney already mentioned it, but she doesn't mention her day. So her birthday is on March 25th. She's joining the 29 club.
Yes. Yes. It is officially Aries season. You're welcome. We are here. We are here. And I guess this starts the new year, like the new astrological year. Because Aries is the first sign. Yeah.
Oh, you learn something new every day.
My birthday is Thursday, the 25th, and it's also World Doula Week. So
it's a double whammy.
Double whammy, right? Right on top of it still being Social Work Month and Women's History Month.
Yeah, lots of things, lots of powerful shit going on. So if you know a doula or an Aries, send them some money this month, or a social worker. Right. You know what I mean? The month. It's all about giving, or even a woman. A woman. Hey, send them that.
Boom.
Send them that money on that Cash App or Venmo.
Right. So, as we mentioned, right, this week is typically around the week that when we were in college, it was spring break week. I don't know what we were doing for spring break when we were in high school. Probably like practice or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, like so probably not so much high school, but definitely college we started traveling. My first like trip without parents and like adult trip was with you in college, and that was but I think that was a summer trip. We went to California that year. That was a
Yeah.
summer
Didn't we
trip.
go to
Yeah.
Six Flags?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so if you're thinking about like our spring trips, our March trips, do you have a favorite? Where I guess we can start with like where all have we gone?
Yeah. We've gone so
Um,
we've gone to some cool places. So, California, of course,
yeah.
Vegas.
Yes.
Um,
We did New York. That was
New
the latest
Orleans.
trip. New Orleans. That was fun.
I've come to see you.
Uh,
Technically, it's not a trip since I've come to see you in DC,
yeah. Yeah.
but that wasn't in March. Was it? No, it wasn't in March. But
No.
I would say, though, out of those, because we've gone to those places, well, at least California and Vegas several times together.
Several times. Yeah.
But I would say that my favorite place that we've gone together was the first time we went, we met each other because you had moved to DC. So we met each other in New Orleans.
Yeah.
That was probably, I think also we forgot. Well, actually, that was last week, technically. But we were going there for your birthday because we were there during St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, that's right.
But I don't even think I remembered it being St. Patrick's Day. So it didn't connect until we got there. And I was like, oh shit, they have like a little parade and a block party. And we got our
same.
little, we got the shamrock paintings on our face.
Yeah. They had that block party. Yeah, I like that trip. I definitely didn't think. I was not planning for it to like be St. Patrick's Day. That wasn't even in my head.
Yeah, I think that it's not, I don't know, it's not really a relevant holiday for me personally. But I definitely enjoyed my trip there.
Right, yeah. I love going on trips with you because first, if anyone knows Ariana, you know that when she travels, she's not someone who wants to like be doing like all the things on like the tourist to-do list. So like it's fun going on trips with her because we do like things in the community. So like we make an effort to like get an Airbnb like in like a nice fun neighborhood, not like essentially like, the luxury neighborhood, but we want to be like where the people are, like where is the fun going to be? So we had a really cute Airbnb, and our host was really nice. She was a sweetheart. So that made the trip fun too. But just we had a fun time.
Yeah,
a lot of good food. I got on that boat.
Oh my gosh! We went to down the bayou with the Cajun tour guide. Oh my gosh, the thickest accent I've ever heard. A Cajun accent, which was kind of funny, but also like, what are you saying?
We had some really good drinks. Ooh, we had some really good drinks.
Yeah, I think it's always been nice traveling with you because we are not hard to please when it comes to traveling, and like if something comes up and it's not on our quote unquote itinerary, it's not like a huge deal. And I like it also because also with Desiree, we make things that we want to do. Like we have to do this when we get there. When we do it, it doesn't matter. So as long as it comes up, we know that like when we went to New York and I was like, I have to go to an open mic in New York. Like that was something my heart was set on. So I found a random ass open mic that ended up being more rappers than poetry. Yeah. And then it was me and your friend Joe were the only two poets that showed up and performed. And it was such a vibe because the open mic was in that basement. Yeah. With and it was red lighting and I don't know, it was super dope. So that's also another favorite memory. New York was fun. And it was tiring.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that was probably one of the most tiring trips I ever had, though.
New York, yeah. I was thinking about it, and I feel like in each of our trips, we like make an effort to do something like artsy.
Mm-hmm.
We make a point to, of course, do some drinking.
Yeah.
And then if we're near water, we make a point to be near the water that we're near. Like if we go to
Yeah.
California, we make it a point to always go to whatever beach. We typically try to stay near some kind of beach, and make it out there a couple times while we're in the area. But I feel like every time we go somewhere, we go to like some kind of like museum, or like, because remember, even when we've gone to like Vegas, we've gone to like downtown Vegas before too. So like we've done things that like,
Mm-hmm.
there's always the arts involved, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think I like going to places that have, different type of culture than, Arizona, as far as we have an arts district ish. It's only like open during certain times, but in other cities, it's nice to see, like in downtown Vegas, they have that container park, which I don't remember. Yeah, we went.
Yeah.
The container
that's
park.
what I was talking about.
Yeah, which was dope.
I like that.
And New York is like, where would you pick a block,
Right.
New Orleans, I think I enjoyed Bourbon Street, but not so much as I enjoyed Magazine Street, which is where we were staying. And like they had like the cute little small, I think, I'm not going to say why you didn't come with me, but we had drank a lot the night before, but I was like walking around Magazine Street, and I found some cute little places. So that was cool.
Wow, I've completely forgot about that.
Man, I was like, and that's another thing. You and
don't
Desiree
win every fight.
Right? Another thing about you and Desiree, when I travel, like, you don't care if I go off and do something by myself, because like I don't mind, finding something like, okay, you want to sleep in, or you're not feeling good or whatever, like, bet I'm gonna, even with other friends who like I've gone to Vegas with, and they drink a lot and they need to sleep in. I'm like, I don't sleep in a ton. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go up and, walk around the strip and drink and drink some more, So I think it's always been fun to travel with folks, and most like with you and Desiree, I don't have to worry about like, okay, well, y'all not feeling it, I'm going to still go. And then you guys have no, like, you don't even bat an eyelash when I come back. You're like, or I'll meet you here. You know what I mean?
Right,
It's always been super easygoing, and definitely so memorable. I think maybe that's one of the reasons why I love New Orleans so much is because, like, one, it's an amazing place to visit. Yes. But like, we literally, because it was just, we had no idea where to go. So like, of course, like we talked to people and asked them, and I mean, like, of
course, like they're the list of places like, well, this is where you should go. But like, we weren't trying to be essentially where just everyone else was going. We wanted to like see the cool shit. Like we wanted to see the really cool shit. So we were like asking the woman, who hosted our Airbnb, we were like asking local people, like, what is fun. I think she's the one that told us about the little block party.
Yeah, I think she is too. She was so cute.
Nice, yeah.
So in the same, like, so we always traveled around this time of year. One, because it's Sydney's birthday, and two, because it's spring break, usually. Or if it's not the same week as her birthday, we make an excuse to go somewhere during spring break because, hey, we're celebrating Sydney's birthday. But last year and this year, obviously, because we don't even need to say it, everybody knows why we didn't do anything. But it was so heartbreaking because it broke. Like, we literally haven't had, my birthdays aren't really, like, people have to take time off or they have school because I'm in September. So we really haven't gone anywhere for mine, but for yours, we always have gone somewhere. So last year was the first year in a while that we weren't together on your birthday or like doing something to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I know. We we were trying to hold on to that trip with our
Oh my gosh.
with our dear life. We're like, look, y'all, we're gonna wait till the last
We're gonna
minute
make it
to
work.
cancel these, okay? Like, should we still
Yeah.
go? Can we still go? Yeah, that definitely it did like kind of like interrupted our flow because yeah, typically in September we were just starting back in classes. People were still getting adjusted to their schedules. Even when I moved out here for school, so like it wasn't easy for me to like just get up and go on the trips during September. Also because like September doesn't have a lot of even like 3-day weekends or like
just
other
one.
holidays, so there's not a lot of time. And then summer we did do summer trips kind of like religiously too, but that's
that's true, right?
But yeah, so spring break was like the time where it broke up the middle of the year or whatever. That was hard, but we did. So last year we didn't travel. We didn't travel. We still like hung out really, so that was cool.
Yeah, we have to tell them what we did because we played Sims and we drank virtually because we were deep in Sims at that point.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay, I can't go anywhere. We were playing fucking Sims. We what, you want to see my house? Oh my
God. We would like get on group FaceTime and like everyone's playing their Sims individually, and then we'd like turn the camera so everybody and like do a tour. Like, oh my God, you did that to my house. I want to do that to my house. I want to do that to my house. We were heavy into Sims. Oh my gosh. I think we like all made the same drink too, or like we planned out our drink or something, but we made it festive and we spent hours playing the Sims.
Yeah, I enjoy, even though it wasn't what we wanted, I think it was still a good time. And it was nice to kind of, keep the tradition going. And this year again, like we're back at, doing something virtually.
Yeah.
But we had to keep it going, I think now it's kind of like, okay, I need to add pictures so that Facebook keeps reminding me that we've done something. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's real. Yeah. That's real because I don't want there to be a year that's skipped. I don't even think we posted a picture about us. We probably didn't definitely post a picture about the Sims thing.
No, yeah.
We're really Sim nerding it up.
But if we do something, I'm going to post it so that we can remember, oh my gosh, we definitely did something virtually. And how many years in a row has it been that we've done something? It's been.
Oh, we took shots too. That's real.
Yeah.
That's
my gosh. I think I got too drunk. I had to be like, I was like, I have to go, y'all. I have to go. Do you remember that? And then I just hung up and I was like, I'm out. Like I had to go. And I got drunk on accident. It was.
Yes.
Like, my bad, y'all. Happy birthday.
That's
I gotta go.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, this year, Des is pregnant. Yay.
Yeah.
So she'll have to have a virgin drink.
Yeah.
But maybe some shots will still be in order. Oh man, Simmy Sim. I liked New Orleans. I liked New York. It's so hard to pick a favorite trip. But, I think something that's really cool is that, like you mentioned, like, you like traveling with Des and, like, how I like traveling with you. We typically find really good groups of people to, like, go on trips with. Like, we've had really fun trips with, like, large groups of us and, like, just, like, a really, like, a fucking ball, dog. I think those trips, like, I don't know. My favorite trips, no matter what, are always Vegas because, like, every part of it is a party. Like from getting into the car, from loading up the car, you know what I'm saying? Like from the drive to pulling up and taking shots in the parking lot, like every part of it is a party. Like, and it's always just so much fun. A lot of good memories there.
And just pool parties were always fun.
Yeah. And like,
it was always nice too, because when we went to Vegas and it was spring break, it was like one of the first weekends that their pools were opening back up.
Yes. Yeah. What was the bar that we really liked? Was it Planet Hollywood?
Oh, it's Rock Bar.
Rock
in Planet
Bar.
Hollywood. Yeah.
Yes.
That was the go-to
We were
spot. If we
basically
could,
regulars there. We'd go.
I know.
We were like in and every night there. Let's go to the spot.
It was nice because it didn't really
Fun.
have a cover. If it did, it was like $5, and they played good music
Really good
consistently.
music.
Didn't have to
Really good
worry about
music.
them mixing in EDM in between. Which,
Yeah.
hey, if EDM is your jam, no shade, but it's
And
not
they
ours.
had good
So
drinks. And they had good
yes,
drinks. So shout out to them. But yeah, we always had like picked like really nice places to stay and like made time again. Yes, so even when we went other places like Vegas, we always made sure to get to somebody's pool. So
yeah,
we either stayed somewhere that had a nice pool that we wanted to go to, or we made our way to pool parties. So, oh man, but I think New Orleans was a lot of fun too because it was just us. And that might have been our only trip that it was just the two of us.
yeah,
And so that made that really special and fun.
yeah.
So that was cool. And I think that was my first time actually like, traveling by myself to meet up to go.
And I
And
one of
go
the
there.
one of the things I remember about that trip, though, the only part that I was like, "Fuck," is I got there way earlier than you, so I
Mhm.
was just chilling in the airport,
Yeah.
trying to get comfortable.
It was opposites because you got there way earlier than me, and then I left way later than you.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
man, that was
but that was like the only way that it was. It was the only way it worked out to have the maximum amount of time there.
yeah,
I think. You know, we were both trying not to come in at night. We were trying to come in during the daytime so we could still spend that day or have hours in that day together. And then we didn't want to leave first thing in the morning on the day
yeah.
we were leaving. So, yeah, I feel that because I remember hanging out in the airport.
I'm like, man, and you know what? Oh wait, no, that wasn't that time. But I was gonna say, I think it was kind of like, okay, is she here? Like, I'm gonna text her, see if the message goes through. You know, it was cool though. You know, I think that I can't wait really till we can travel again because we have all this, you know, built up. Like, okay, we're gonna do everything times 10. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
Yeah.
it's definitely been too long, almost 2 years now. Well, no, not well, kinda.
Yeah.
We haven't gone anywhere since New York. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because New York was my 26th birthday. 27th birthday, I was pregnant, so Arizona was my trip. I went home for my baby shower. And then last year, and then this year.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
yeah, we haven't gone anywhere. I'm like, yeah, pent up. Like the energy is pent up. I'm so ready for like a girls trip. You know what it's weird. But I liked it about New York, but also not because you had to travel by yourself. But I thought it was really cool that there were like pockets of people who traveled, right? Like me and Jessica traveled together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jess and I came up together. Joe and Tier drove up together, and then you came from Arizona.
Yeah.
I guess the cherry on top for that, or the way to make that perfect, would have been if Des could have came with you. Then it'd been the two of you coming from that would have been like perfect. But I thought that was fun. Like just even that aspect of it. It's like, oh, like we have like multiple people. And like, oh wait, there's still more of us coming. Like that was really cool. So I'm definitely ready for like a big girls trip of people coming. And like at this point, people are gonna come from everywhere. Ariana, you pointed out to me the other day, and I still can't get over it. That like Ari was telling me like all my friends that I made in grad school, like specifically in my program, for the most part, the ones that I'm like closest to don't live here no more. Except Joe. Joe's my only like Howard. I walked across the stage with you, and like we like consistently hung out on like a like almost day to day, but you know what I'm saying? Like we hung out a lot, like a weekly basis. It's just me and Joe out here. And if Joe hears that, she's gonna flip. Because Joe she stayed and like, dang, everyone's just leaving. And like I have other friends here, like gratefully so. I have, Tiffany and Marquita, but I met them through friends I met at Howard, and those friends are not here no more.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's wild. So I know this next trip, there's going to be people coming from pockets of places, and that's going to be fun. That's going to add to the fun because that just means like there's even more that we didn't see of each other. Like on top of this being COVID, you know what I'm saying? Like us being separated, like you and Des have seen each other a few times because you're in the same state, right? So like we have so much stuff. All of our out of state friends and friends from other states have so much stuff to even just catch up on, and so much like physical presence to catch up on.
Yeah.
Like I have not seen you physically in so long. But it's gonna be lit, and we're gonna have so much to celebrate. Everyone's been doing so much incredible shit in this time, so it's gonna be so lit. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward.
We have to pick a
every-
place. Where
I
would you
know.
go if without any limitations? Where would you pick to go?
Oh, I don't know. It would probably be somewhere international, just to make it like, you know, a bigger trip. Probably some kind of like island, because it need to be something that like included a lot of self-care, peaceful vibes. Like I
Yeah.
don't see myself going to anybody's busy city after all this. Like
Yeah.
good food, buy some water, do some stuff that we can be outside.
I know. Yeah,
Shit.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
You heard it here. We're hitting an island. The first thing.
Yeah, we got to.
I'm
We
excited.
got to.
I'm planning it in my head already.
I know, right?
So now that spring is here,
I know.
moving a little bit off of that topic, but still, now that spring is here, this is also another good thing about this time of year is because it's always like you feel like a new jolt of energy, hopefully, right? Because the weather changes.
I feel like an ice cube melting.
Yeah.
Like I'm thawing out. Like someone finally took me out of the freezer and like I'm thawing out finally. And I'm getting like this like extra burst of energy to want to like do stuff. I think
So what are your
also
plans?
like this is like a time or maybe like a period of transition for folks who experience like seasonal affective disorder. Kind of coming out of that. My therapist asked me about that the other day. And after I thought about it, I was like, you know what? Because I really did just get like an extra burst of energy. Like it was almost overnight that I just thought like life was just going to be like absolutely okay now.
Yeah.
But I think my plans for the spring, of course, are just to soak up as much outside time as possible. There are a lot of hiking trails in Maryland that I have not touched yet, and that is bothering me. So I definitely want to get out and do some hiking. But I think also what I'm excited about for spring, the mommy in me is excited about spring cleaning. A lot of things I want to get rid of. And then to also start some spring home projects. These like the time of year where I can like start like painting, especially when the summer rolls around too. Like I can start like painting and like doing all the extra stuff around the house. I think I want to change out my I don't know what it's called, like the tiling in the kitchen. Is it just tiles like on the walls?
Oh, that's backsplash.
Ah, there you go. I want to change my backsplash. So I've been looking. I don't know what the best route is to go. So if anyone has any pointers on how to do that at home, for cheaper or on the cheapest side, doesn't have to be super cheap, but you know, I'm always down to save some money.
I got
That's
you,
what
girl.
I want to do.
I've never done it, but
I would follow your lead though. I feel like you would lead me in the right direction. Seriously.
I just know because Kendall's mom is a real estate agent, and she was telling me how she fixed up a house that she was selling because she was selling it for a family member, blah, blah. And she was talking about the type of backsplash that they put on. And I was like, oh, okay. It's like one long sheet and you just cut it to fit.
Ooh, see?
Yeah.
That's something I can work with.
Yeah. I'll let you know. I'll let you know where, if I can find where she bought it from. My spring plans are to also go outside a little bit more. Before, when you go outside, you cook. So, yeah, hit some trails, go up where the wildflowers are blooming, which is, I mean, I guess kind of anywhere on the side of the road right now, but go up to Flagstaff because there's a few trails up there I want to hit. And then also get back up on my macrame game.
Yes.
Maybe invest some more time in making some pieces. So keep an eye out.
You definitely should. And if you are someone who enjoys macrame art, you should definitely be hitting up Ariana. Don't you have a specific Instagram account for your macrame art?
I do, but it's been dormant for a little bit. But I'm gonna step my game back up. You know, I bought my little camera so I can take better pictures of my stuff, which I also have not done. I've just been, you know, really slacking. Also, I mean, I am in grad school. That's my excuse. That's my excuse for everything.
It's a good excuse.
Yeah. So excuse. Those are my plans. Nothing too crazy. I wish I could say that I was going and meeting you, you know, somewhere, but in due time, time.
Yeah. Dirty 30. That's when we're going to get it in. Dirty 30.
Yes. Dirty.
Yeah.
Well,
so I mentioned earlier, I think the cause or what I would like to raise awareness for this week is it's World Doula Week. And so I do want to shout out to my fellow doulas, birth workers, birth keepers, all my fam out there doing the super essential and super important work of supporting folks through pregnancy and childbirth and the whole spectrum of experiences that comes with that. So for folks out there that do not know what a doula is a non-medical support person who works in perinatal support. So perinatal support meaning support surrounding pregnancy and postpartum and all that comes with that, right? So doulas are not midwives, they're not doctors, but we are trained and certified professionals who are able to provide education, emotional support, resources, and physical support and education around how to, you know, birth the baby the way you want to birth the baby. Doulas can support the whole spectrum of pregnancy, like I mentioned, and childbirth. You know, some doulas support pregnancy loss and transition. Some support adoptions, fertility, conception, like really the whole shebang, bang, bang, bang. So
yeah,
it's lit. It's really lit. And, you know, birth work and doula work is very historically connected to Black and Indigenous culture. So I always like to, you know, inspire if you're a Black person who is interested in becoming a doula, I feel that you should, you know, tap in and answer that calling because it is ancestral. And I think that this work is super, super important. So yeah, how you can support your doulas out here, even if you're not a pregnant person. Share content. A lot of doulas are small business owners as well. And, you know, doula work and birth work is not something that is as well talked about as we would like it to be, right? I think the stat right now is, I want to say like maybe 25% of birthing people hire doulas, and we'd love for that to be higher, right? So if you aren't a doula and but you know a doula and you want to support that person and you're not pregnant, you can always share their content, engage with their content. Even if you're not a pregnant person, you can always ask questions and leave comments and, you know, like, share, subscribe. A lot of doulas have YouTube channels and podcasts themselves. You can encourage your pregnant friends to hire doulas. You can educate them about doulas. You can educate your family. You can help your friends pay for doulas. You know, some people, some doulas offer gift certificates you can purchase. Some people will put doula services on their registry as the gift that they want to receive. So you can always, you know, like put money towards somebody hiring a doula, which I think is really dope. And we had family do that for us when we hired our doula. So that was really sweet.
That's awesome.
And yeah, help your friends pay for them, or you can just become a doula yourself, you know what I'm saying? And help support the communities and help uplift the people and help birth these babies. Cause we already know, I'm not going to sit on this, you know, climb up and sit up on my pedestal right now or my soapbox and speak about it right now. But we already know Black folks are dying in childbirth and we're dying from preventable death. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The work is there.
The list goes on and
That's real.
why you should support a doula for real. I think it's amazing work. And I think also that I would become a doula if I was not so afraid of bodily fluids.
I had another friend say that too. Yeah. That's real.
But it's amazing. It's amazing. And I, always will plug Sydney's Instagram. So you should go and follow it. It's from Sid with Love. And she also offers educational self-paced classes that you can take about breastfeeding. And she's going to put on a other class. So keep an eye out, because if you don't know a doula, then you're lying, because you do. You know Sydney. So
boom. Just like that.
So we will leave you with that, and also a quote as always, because we like to send you off on good graces, or in good graces. The quote is, "Moments rather than possessions are the true treasures of life," by Frank Sonnenberg.
Oh, I love that.
And we have lots of moments.
We have so many moments, and they're all my favorite because they're with you.
Oh, I know. Until we can do it together in person again, we still have these podcast moments. So
absolutely,
we hope that quote sends you good vibes and, a way for you to reflect and look at the moments you have in your life that make it so amazing, because even in struggle, there's happiness. You just have to find it.
Absolutely. I agree. As always, thank you for tuning in. You've just listened to episode 7 of season 2.